team. Can you believe? I'm like almost halfway through the campaigning process for AVMA president-elect. It's kind of wild to think about. A year ago at this time, I was really sitting and thinking with, am I going to submit this paperwork or not? And some of you know this story, but some of you don't. I'll give you a little heads up that when I finally submitted the paperwork, and there's, some application process you have to formally submit to AVMA. And I wrote everything, I had all the things ready, and then I scheduled the email to send to Dr. Donlan's office, and I scheduled it to send at a time that I would be traveling, and so I wouldn't stop myself from sending it. Now, I realize in practicality, I probably still could have, but it was really a way for me to say, okay, I'm giving myself this next, 2 months at that point to really sit with, am I going to run for this position? Is this the right time for me? Am I the right person for it? Is this the right organization? There's a million questions like that. And I've decided to do it. And here I am. And it's a journey. And when I was ready to submit that paperwork, I was like, okay, this is just going to be like a little moment for me of like, it's all done. The email is pre-scheduled. And now I'm going to get in a car and drive for several hours somewhere. And I'm going to do that at a time when I'm not going to stop myself from sending the email. So if you have those things that you're like, ooh, I've got something big and exciting coming up or something scary that you don't want to deal with, I've been there. I'm sure I will be there again. I might be there again today. Who knows? But I would encourage you to think about what's the growth opportunity look like for you on the other side of that. It's scary. This is scary for me, but also it's really exhilarating and exciting. And on the other side of that scary, that little overwhelm, that little bit of like, ooh, out of my comfort zone, hopefully is a really cool opportunity for me as an individual to continue to grow. But the even more important thing is for me to share this journey with others so that others will join in this process and so that our association can be representative of all of us. And that those kids that are out there thinking about, do I want to go to vet school? When I'm in vet school, what do I want to do with that? Maybe you've been out for a while and you're thinking, how do I contribute? All of these are places that I want you to have your perspective and your voice heard. And so if I can be a piece of that thought process for anyone, that to me is really important and really cool. And so I look forward to what you have, what's on your mind. And, I'm looking into this next 6 to 7 months, I guess 7.5 months from here, with really a lot of excitement. It's tiring at times, but it's also really fun too. So for those of you that I've met and interacted with along the way, thank you so much. And for those of you that I'm yet to find and meet, I hope that I will interact with you again soon. The AVMA Veterinary Leadership Conference and the House of Delegates meeting is coming up in early January. That will be an opportunity for me to meet and see and talk with the delegation again. And it's been cool. It's been fun and it's been overwhelming. And I can't wait to see how this journey continues. And so if you have thoughts or feedback for me, I am more than happy to hear them. I am not the perfect person. I am not a perfect speaker, but I think I'm pretty real and I'm going to bring to this me. I can only do that. I can only be good at being one thing, and that's the person that I am. So I hope that you can be yourself in whatever it is that you're doing. And if you're thinking about jumping into a next stage of your leadership journey, I would really encourage you to see what that looks like if you're in this profession, in your state organization, in your species group, in your specialty group, in AVMA, in another organization. There are a lot of cool things and cool opportunities out there to get your voice heard and to help yourself continue to grow as a person. So with that, I'll sign off, and it's been really fun so far. I'm looking forward to the next little bit of time. And again, if you have thoughts or feedback for me, I would love to hear them. So with that, happy holidays, happy new year, and I'll be in touch soon.